and happy Memorial Day weekend. It's a holiday weekend, so I'm sure a lot of people aren't working. I have a lot of stuff to finish up this week. One of which was on my to-do list was to make, I ran out of my homemade deodorant that my friend made me, and I wanted to make a new one. So I figured, why not film it live, so that way if anyone else wants to do it either along with me or try it out at another time. This is the same recipe that I've been using for like almost a year now, and I've loved it. Like, it was my favorite deodorant that I've been using because I teach a lot of classes and I sweat a whole lot, and this is the only deodorant that natural deodorant that I felt like I could use and not have to reapply a bunch of times throughout the day. So that's really exciting for me because I don't want to have to multiple times a day have to rewash under my arms and put on new deodorant unless I absolutely have to. So it's nice to know that I can be walking around smelling fresh and not over sweating like I would be if I was using some of the other natural deodorants that I've tried a lot. The other one that I love is the Piper Y. This is one of my other favorites. The only issue with this is that the color of it, because they use activated charcoal, how it has a darker color, that I notice in the summertime when I wear a lot of white shirts, it would leave a stain on the white shirt because of the activated charcoal, which stains a lot. That's why I have it double bagged. So I'm going to make a little extra of the one with activated charcoal and put it back into here, and then I'll have the one that will be more or less like a whitish color will be in this one. So maybe when I wear dark colors, I can try the one with the activated charcoal. I'm also going to try it with some bentonite clay as well, which I'm going to see if I'm going to put this in both of them. So let's get started. I don't even know how much this is going to make. We're going to see. But I'm starting with 3 ounces of coconut oil. The other thing is, tell me if you guys are on live with me, tell me what kind of deodorants you guys are using. Certainly if it's a natural deodorant. I haven't been using regular deodorants that have either aluminum or other chemicals in it for quite a few years. So it's been a while, and I haven't tried every single deodorant. Like I said, I've been using this one for about a year. So I'm just gonna fill in 3 ounces to begin with and see where that takes me. 3 ounces of coconut oil. I already heated this up, so that was already done. One less step. Next up, it is 2 tablespoons of baking soda. So, seems like a lot, but we'll see. Start to stir that in. And then it's 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. This is the first time I'm trying this at home. So let me know if you guys have done this before at home or not. I'm curious. Oh. Hey. Yes, Mike, I'm making my own. I haven't used like regular deodorant in, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years at least. But this is the first time I'm actually making it myself. Hey, Vanessa. I'm sure if like you guys have either tried any natural deodorants or made it yourself, I'd love to hear again like what you've done. And also I have to choose which essential oils I want to put into this. So if you guys have any recommendations, I am going to try again. Like I said, the previous one that my friend John made for me did not have any bentonite clay, but I'm putting it in there this time because I use this for my face mask every week. So I figured why not try it in here as like a little added benefit. It's supposed to have more of a detoxifying agent, I guess, in it. So I'm gonna try it out for this time. If I don't like it, then I won't put it in next time. And it's 2 tablespoons. Well, first I'm gonna try 1, see how the color comes out. Because again, I don't want it to be dark because like I said, when I did the Piper Y, I noticed that it was just a little too dark. Like I can already see this is getting darker. So I might actually only do the 1 tablespoon because I don't want this to be too dark and then it rubs off on anything white. I noticed when I did the Piper Y. So I'm going to make some of this with this recipe. And then I'm going to add in some activated charcoal and put it back into this one just to see. Does this one work better than the other ones that we buy? So for me, yes. I noticed that when my friend made, so I was using, the best one I found that you can purchase is the Piper Y. And actually, the woman who makes this is from Philadelphia, so I like to support like local entrepreneurs. So she created this, I think it was like on Shark Tank or something. And actually my sister-in-law Susan bought this for me because she knew like we're very similar, and she was like, I thought you'd like this, and I had never heard of it, so I tried it. Now you can buy these. I've seen them at Whole Foods, but if you don't have to like just order online. So I really like this one. This was my like all-time favorite. So my first favorite was from Duros and Langle. It's on 13th and Sansom in Philadelphia. I think they used to have another location, I think in South Jersey. I'm not sure if they still do, but you can ship them all around the country. It's called Duros and Langle. They're a soap maker, so they're like my favorite. I still buy a lot of my soaps from there, my shampoo, because they make everything by hand. But what I noticed was that when I was using that deodorant, although I loved it, and that deodorant is a more traditional like regular like roll-on deodorant and it's clear. So I loved it. However, maybe because of the thinness of it, like I felt like I would have to reapply it multiple times a day between classes. So when I found this one became my favorite. But the only issue was that it would leave, like when I would wear light colors, it would leave that darker stain on like any of my white t-shirts or tank tops. So again, my friend had said he made some, and he was like, I'll give you some. So he made me it took me a year to go through this. I don't know like how much money people spend on deodorant. You probably go through like 2 deodorant sticks a month, right? And that's, what are they, like I don't even know, what's a deodorant stick cost? Like $7 nowadays. So this lasted me like an entire year if you fill it up completely. So yeah, so that's like how I got to this, doing this. So I'm, again, curious to see how this one ends up. And you can see, so this one, it's not too dark. I'm hoping that it has more of like a fleshy, like khaki color. So I'm hoping that when it dries up, that this one in particular will be, again, like sort of like skin colored, so it won't, like, even if it does rub off a little bit, it won't be like that dark black color that I was getting from this one. So again, I'm going to leave a little bit out to add a tiny bit of activated charcoal to whatever's left in here to put into this one as well. So I'm just going to test out using the one with activated charcoal. For those of you, I've done like a lot of videos on activated charcoal and brushing your teeth with it and putting it in ice cream. So there's a lot of fun things you can do with activated charcoal. So I'm going to pour this in here. Actually, no, we're going to do the essential oil. So I was going to do tea tree and peppermint. Peppermint being that it's like summertime, it would be refreshing. But I'm not set on that. So does anybody else have any ideas? I don't know if anybody has done this before, if you recommend a certain scent. So I think I'm going to do tea tree no matter what. So let me do like 10 drops of the tea tree oil. Okay. So tea tree has a lot of antibacterial benefits automatically. I'm not a huge fan of lavender. I know like a lot of the recipes I found on Pinterest said lavender was, that lavender is like a good one, but I'm not a lavender fan. Like, I don't know. I just don't like the scent of it. So my go-to scents are normally citrus. So I would normally use like a lemon and an orange, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be committed to that or the peppermint. So let me try. I think I'm just going to go with the lemon and orange. Okay. And I'm doing like a combination of these to equal like between 20 to 25 drops. And this one's more of a lemongrass, so it's not that strong like lemon. Smells nice now. All right. So now I'm going to pour some in, and it's going to take a little while to like harden up. So I might actually put it into the fridge just to get hard, because I will need some for today. So again, I just put it into this little container. I'm going to put it in the fridge just so it hardens up, because I melted the coconut oil. And that only made like a half of a batch, again, because I'm just testing this out, so I don't know. I don't want to be committed to using it for a while if I don't absolutely like love adding the, adding the clay in. I might possibly make a nice like clear batch of like the whitish color. So now I'm going to carefully just add in like a tiny, tiny bit of the activated charcoal. And I didn't find this in many of the recipes, so because this is just a little bit remaining, I'm going to do like the smallest amount that I can think of, because you'd be surprised with activated charcoal, like how little bit goes a really long way. And again, I'm going to carefully add this like little by little, because I don't know what to expect. So I guess I did about 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm just adding it slowly in case I don't want to commit to doing the whole amount. And this came out, again, like super dark, so that's why you have to be committed to only using this one when you don't, like when you're not wearing light colors. And I'm gonna fill it again back up into the Piper Y one because it's already the darker one and it was empty. So if you ever like looked into my bathroom, it's like it looks like, I don't know, a science experiment, because I keep, it looks like, I don't even know, like someone's kitchen, because I keep a bunch of products that I use. I keep coconut oil up there, I keep apple cider vinegar, I keep all these different clays and different essential oils and potions. I even have baking soda and baking powder. I add baking powder to a lot of my my bath soaks. So it's crazy the amount of stuff that I have in the bathroom. All right, so then I have this one made. And again, it's darker. I'm gonna put it into the fridge just for like 20 minutes, just so it sets. And then it should be brought back to room temperature. And when it's room temperature, it'll just, what I normally do to apply it is I just grab a little bit with my fingertip. Make sure your hands are washed so you're not like putting bacteria into it. Grab a little bit with your fingertip and then rub it on. And then I do the opposite with the opposite fingertip, and then I just like rub it in. So, and that's good for me for the entire day normally. So, so yeah, I will post, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post what I did today, the ingredients, how I put it together, so that way if you have any questions or wanna give it a shot on your own, it will be super easy. So thank you guys for jumping on live with me today. I can't promise all of my lives are always this much fun, so thanks for catching it live.